Good morning. Welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on building number 261 and it's Saturday, payday. Our landscaping all finished yesterday afternoon, and our other guys, regular general labor crew, is here on site. So let's walk around and see where everybody's at this morning, and let's get started. Okay, good morning. Our painters are working on still sanding and painting and macias for drawers, doors, and now mirrors. So we're getting the mirror frames are getting prepped. All these are getting prepped for paint that Mr. Wilson will most likely be spray painting later, or Mr. JR. Both of them do the spray painting via the air compressors. You can see our stack of drawers are stacking up quite a bit, so that's good. Eventually they'll make their way into the home. Let's go take a look inside the house, see what our other guys are working on. Just initially, as we're walking across the street, you can see here in the garage, Mr. Tantan is cleaning up the flooring from where he grouted the other day, and also picking up some of the spots where some of the paint had dropped on the tile. And Mr. Wilson is prepping paint and finishing around the main panels so that we can get those painted and finished. All of this area and the entire garage still has yet to get painted. And in the dirty kitchen, Mr. Allen is continuing to put in doorknobs, or the cabinet doorknobs. Again, going with the satin finished silver. Blends nicely. All right, yay, I don't have to water the grass today. Bummer. That means also that the guys working across the street are bringing those, trying to bring most of that equipment here into the garage area, so it's a little drier, so the materials can finish being prepared. So they're going to start moving those across, because the tarps are nice for a little bit, but if it's going to rain like this most of the day, which is expected to, the tarps aren't sufficient enough. So they're starting to move some of those ones that they finished over to here to the main house, and going to continue prepping from this side. Another thing they were doing, Mr. Tantan here along with Mr. Alex, we're going around to each of the windows. I think they've already got it on most of these. Whoop, dark in here. They had the protective coating on the plastic for the UPVC windows, and they were peeling all that off. So getting it prepped for final occupancy at some point soon. So start taking those things off. And then the last thing they still need to do, they still got to work on some of the painting here, but obviously with the rain, we're not going to work on that today. So we're working on some of the stuff on the inside. Yeah, see here, Mr. Alex is still working on pulling off some of the protective coatings that they had on the doors, windows, and things around the house. All right, well, the rain has stopped outside. Let's take a look around real quick. A little bit of puddles in the corner, but not too bad. And the ground here drains really well. So that'll be gone in about an hour. Okay, let's go ahead and look. So it's been raining outside. All the guys are working around the house. Mr. Tantan and Mr. Alex are working on cleaning the windows inside and out, getting all the doors, getting all, like I mentioned earlier, getting all the tape, the protective tapes off, and starting the cleanup process. Okay, Mr. Allen has been working on all of the doorknobs. So we've got these cabinet knobs here on everything in here in the dirty kitchen, in the main kitchen, and in the master walk-in closet. The rest of these, they are still working on drawers throughout, and that's what they're working on out here in the garage. A nice dry spot. So they've been working on these. They're doing the base prime paint, the primer and the base paint. Right now they're working on the base paint, so we're getting the basic white over it, and then they'll come back and start spraying with the rest, and that's what Mr. Wilson is getting ready to do here on the outside. All right, with a little bit of rain, we're gonna have a slow day today. So not much on content. It did rain pretty much most of the day. We do have some low spots throughout the yard that we're gonna end up having to work on a little bit at a time. So we'll work on those. Our workers on the inside have been cleaning up the windows and whatnot from outside, all the frames, getting rid of where the covers were on it before, and doing a little bit of cleanup inside as well. Also working on doing an installation here. Mr. Allen's installing a under sink trash can. So this is a small one for in here in the main kitchen, because Miss Emie expects to do most of her cooking in the dirty kitchen. So this is a small one, 2 compartment. We'll be able to empty this as it gets full and take it out. So it's also not out in the open as an eyesore. The other one, we've got a second one that's in here in the main kitchen, right here. Full-size trash can. This is a 13-gallon trash can on a slide out. Y'all see a lot of these in the States. We had one in our last house in the States that was a double like this, doubled this way. Okay, so we're still working on rolling on the primer coat, the prime coat and the base paint, and then we're also the guys have been airbrushing the outside. So this front face of our drawers is getting airbrushed, but everything else is hand painted. So rollers and paintbrushes. These here that Mr. Henry is working on are the going to be the backings for all of our mirrors in the bathrooms. And we're still getting intermittent showers throughout the day. And if you actually come out here and take a look over, yeah, it doesn't look much better for the rest of the day. I think we're going to have some pretty heavy showers a little later on. So the grass is going to be well watered. Hopefully we don't lose very much. All right, so as you're coming closer to the end of the work on your homes, as a suggestion, turn on all the lights and do a walkthrough your house. Look at things, small defects that need to be finished. This is called like in my previous business, we called this a pre-final punch list check. So you're going to go through and look for things, small defects that can be fixed easily, such as this needs to be sanded and repaired, and small defects in the paint, so it can be sanded and repaired. Things that still need to be done, like putting caulking around the security grills to go ahead and fill in those gaps. You should not be able to see these gaps on the inside. So you want to do that as you go around and look Like, we're still missing the windows on this. I believe they're supposed to be coming in next week. But, you know, small things like that. Take each room by room, turn all the lights on so you can see what you're doing, and look for the small defects that can easily be fixed and repaired. It does two things. One, it gives you a record of what needs to be repaired, but it also gives the contractor, the builder, a list of your expectations. And you may need to do this more than once. You probably will not find everything on the first go through. Just a suggestion. All right, it's that time on Saturday afternoon. Time to do the Saturday shout outs. Got it on time today. So these following folks have started subscribing, have started commenting, and have been an active part of the channel over the last couple weeks. So this is our chance to say thank you for being part of our Philippine build experience, sharing your comments, suggestions, thoughts, and general well wishes. So to the following, thank you. Romy, I'm going to butcher this, Ganancial. Romy Ganancial in Seattle, Washington. Bienvenido Tan in Binondo, Manila. DJ Manarang in Mabalacat, just down the street. DBE Eva from Florida. Bing Alagao Valdez from Palawan. I'm sure I said that wrong. I usually say it the American way, which is Palawan. It should, or is it Palawan? Frank and Mia Pereira in Calibo, Aklan. Rolly Miran Cava in Calama, Washington. Also Vic Evaristo in Fremont, California. And Texas Tim in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thanks guys for following the channel, for subscribing, being a part of this experience again. Thank you. Alrighty folks, same place we started this morning. It is yabba dabba do time, and these guys are headed out. Payday has been distributed and it's time to go home. Been a nice week. Lots of things accomplished this week, especially with the landscaping coming to a conclusion yesterday. And our guys on the inside of the house are still working on painting and sanding for all of the drawers, doors, and more. So they will continue that next week. So y'all make sure to come back next week as well. If y'all liked today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here, and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again on Monday, have a great afternoon and God bless.